And that irritates me slightly. Morrigan, I'm sure you actually have something to say.
Yes?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I really just wanted to see if this was here, and yes, it is. This game is glitched for me right now, because all these are only supposed to initiate after a certain segment, where they kinda confirm that your player character's in a relationship with Morrigan. But no, it's just kinda here right now, so never mind, I'm gonna talk to her about something else.
Yes?
Because there's actually a point of this character that Hector would not be able to deal with. And it's not something like deep and everything, like, oh, I'm sure he probably couldn't trust her, but I think it would come kind of, no, never mind, that's really shallow. That being said, there's one thing that would make it like a definite deal breaker, and that's the fact that she can transform herself into a giant spider. Hector does not like anything that moves that has more than 4 legs. So spiders would be like a big no. I would like to ask you something though.
If you must.
Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry? That feels like a stupid question though. Both of these feel like stupid questions. The first one feels less stupid, though. How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing
Hector will
legend.
most likely shudder at this point, because most likely what would have happened would be Morrigan would give him a rundown of all the things she could do, so that if he needed to, he could tell her exactly what he needed her to do in battle. And one of those things would be like, I can transform into a giant spider, and he would just be like, no! Don't do that. Ever! Don't even mention it again. So that would have happened like way early on, and now he's gotten over the fact that she can turn into a giant spider and thinks about how she can change into other stuff and is curious. That's how I'm going with that. But yeah, no, there's other ways it could have gone too. I'm just coming up with headcanon. Your mother has been doing this for a long time, then.
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disciplined.
He's not really keen on the idea of being able to turn into a giant spider, so he's not disappointed in that aspect. Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
What do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
I've never heard of magic like that before. Well, he's probably not heard of a whole lot of different types of magic in the first place, but yeah, this would probably be kind of new.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
By practitioners, you mean apostates, don't you? Yeah, I think he would probably be like, that's good, such traditions need to be preserved. He can see the, the uses behind it, and the fact that the whole, he probably doesn't have the best view of the chantry. So.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man.
Hey!
But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Probably would be like, hey, lady, let's not. Call me short. Or it might be more like, call me short one more time. See where that gets you. Anyway, it's getting a little bit late, so I think I'm gonna call it here. It didn't really get much done in terms of story. I have a feeling, though, that I may have just pushed Morrigan to the point of certain somethings. I'm not sure, though. Approval is a plus 24. On her, it's a plus 13. Plus 24, don't know what that means exactly, because they didn't have like a... Approval is plus 100, friendly. Plus 14 on a neutral. Plus 16 at neutral. Wow. Sten likes Hector more than, Wynn does. Here we got plus 22 is neutral. Okay, so apparently 23 or 24 is like the magic number for that. Anyway, I really do need to level up Prince. No, wait, didn't I level? I'm pretty sure I leveled up Prince Fluffernutter. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Okay. Add to your strengths. There we go. Anyway, that's done. Probably going to hold off on talking to Morrigan for a while because I think I might trigger something. Oh, here's something I could do.
If there's anything I can do for you, please
Well,
tell
one,
me.
you can stop talking, and two...
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my...
There we go. Okay. I am not interested in these flasks or bombs. I've never used them. Myself. Demon Acre Flask. Death Root. Deep Mushroom. Arrows. Chainmail. Okay. Chainmail. 2-5. 6.65, 6.80. I can. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I not wearing this? Why am I not wearing that? Oh my word. So we got. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's getting kind of late here. Let's get 20 of those. Of these guys. Now I actually have money. Or semi-decent amount of money. Okay, so... There we go. I can sell that steel stuff.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can...
Yeah, just let me sell this. So, yeah. Here we go. Ow. I'm gonna end this here. It's been a while, I know, and I haven't really done anything save for talk to people again and go do some side quests that I haven't even turned in yet. But, you know. Cliffhangers. That stink. That's a thing in media, right? It's a common thing in all forms of entertainment, right? You can deal with this again. So long.